Hello Matt, it is Thursday, June 4th, I think. I'm really lost for the date now because basically never write down the date in school now during revision. So I'm lost for the date and I will be lost when we do vlogs in summer. So yeah, great. So I've only got 5 more exams to do. One of them just so happens to be tomorrow, it's biology. And then I have maths on Monday, geography and chemistry on Tuesday, and physics next Friday, and then I am finished for the summer. Okay, so yeah, that's all the exams I have left, and then school's out for summer. Woot woot. Yeah, today I had only one lesson and it was maths, which was second last. And I just said, nah, I can't be asked, I'm going to revise at home. So yeah, that's what I did. All today I just revised, well, most of the day anyway, about 4 hours today I've revised. And I'm going to revise a bit tonight and a bit tomorrow, so that'll probably equal 6 hours of biology revision, plus like half an hour other revisions, so that's probably like 6.5 hours I've done, and at the weekend I'm going to do a lot more, so yeah. I'm going to try and make this vlog not drag on a lot like I have my last few vlogs. I've just got to get a couple of footnotes out of the way, and then I'm going to go into the movie review, which is going to be on Desolation of Smaug, because I think, why not just review Hobbit movies, because that's there in my head right now. Right, the first footnote is I'm introducing a new rule, Matt. A new rule I'm introducing. In your vlog, a couple of Sundays ago, not the last Sunday vlog, the one before, you spoke 8 words. Now, it's not against the rules, because you didn't have 10 seconds of no visually appealing stuff, even though you probably had like 8 seconds. But Adele said 30 words. So in that vlog, Adele spoke more words than you. So what I'm saying is you need to speak for longer than anyone else in the vlog. That's the new rule I'm introducing. You need to speak most in the vlog, because it was like I was speaking to Adele that day. And while I would want to speak to Adele, say that Skyfall was a really good song, and also your other songs are pretty good. How did it feel to write with one song? I think you have better conversations in terms of like YouTubing and football and Xbox, PS3 stuff, so yeah, make sure you have more conversation than anyone else in the vlog. Summarise, you need to speak more than anyone else. Okay, that's the new rule, and the other footnote is today is actually a sad day. Like, I'm not joking here, it's actually a sad day. I was looking at like documentaries and stuff, because that's what you always do. I always look at documentaries for some reason on YouTube when I'm just bored, because that's what I was at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was just bored, so I looked at documentaries. And then I stumbled across one that I watched ages ago, about someone called Hayley O'Kynes. She suffered from progeria, which is a condition in which you age faster, and I really sympathise with her. And I think for 1 month I like just followed them, but I just stayed off. It was like for a year this was, and I just found out about 2 months ago she passed away, so it's a bit sad. So my heart goes out to the O'Kynes family. Anyway, that's pretty sad reading about that, but still, on to the movie review. Yes, movie review, Desolation of Smaug. Right, I'm going to try and make this under 4 minutes, okay? Bang, go. Okay, Desolation of Smaug follows on the Hobbit's journey where they get close to the Lonely Mountain, and then they discover the inhabitants of the mountain, which is a dragon called Smaug, is awakening, and as soon as they get to the Lonely Mountain, they face them in a duel, and then I'll speak about the ending a bit later. Okay, so that's really not much story, they're just carrying on their journey, like, that's it, but it does work. They meet elves along the way, all the characters are still good. They meet elves, including Legolas from Lord of the Rings. I think it is a bit of a Jango Fett syndrome thing, or C-3PO syndrome, but it kind of fits. At least they only have one character in coming back. Well, okay, they have Gandalf as well and technically Bilbo. So it's like 3 characters returning. Oh yeah, and also at the beginning of the movie there's a flashback scene with Peter Jackson's cameo in both movies as well. Yeah, the characters are still good, there's still a lot of dialogue, but this movie it's a lot more exciting. It goes along all the tones. At the start of the movie they're going about their journey. They take refuge in a house belonging to Bael, the beast man and stuff, and then they end up going back on a journey. Gandalf ends up splitting up from them after that, and then they get kidnapped by spiders. Bilbo rescues them. The dwarves get kidnapped by elves. Bilbo saves them. Then they go on a barrel journey, like a really good action scene. A bit suspension of disbelief, but it's a good action scene with them on barrels going downstream. And they get ambushed by elves and orcs, and then 2 elves, Legolas and Tauriel, go after them. Tauriel starts falling for Philly, that's what his name is. And they end up falling in love, which is a bit... I don't like the love story. I don't like that love story. It's so out of place with the movie. The movie is just like a fun adventure, it doesn't need a romance. Then they end up getting to their old palace to retrieve the Arkenstone, which is something belonging to Thorin's father. And they meet Smaug, who played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, Jeremy Jans and a lot of other people have said that Smaug is a good villain. And yeah, I've got to agree, he's a good villain. He looks threatening, he is a Benedict Cumberbatch, obviously gives a good voice. So, yeah, and then they end up getting into a good action scene with him. And then Smaug escapes, and he... Oh, I forgot all about the... yeah, they end up taking refuge in a town called a lake town, and they meet someone whose father tried to kill Smaug, and he failed. The only way Smaug could be killed was with a black arrow, which does feed into the next movie. So yeah, and then Smaug escapes and is going to burn down Lake Town, and it ends literally when he's about to attack. That is, like I said, the last movie's ending was kind of a cliffhanger, but it was a nice cliffhanger. This movie's ending, no, it's the ending of Doctor Who or Law and Order or something like that. They're about to say, have you reached the verdict? Yes, we have. Guilty or not guilty? Next week on Law and Order UK. Or in Doctor Who, where it's like, have you ever seen the episode with the Slovene? This is an episode I actually reviewed. The 4th ever episode, and they ended it right when the Soviets are about to attack. Yeah, it's like that ending, but unlike having to wait a week for the next episode, you need to wait a whole year. And it didn't really help that the start of that year was a really bad one for me. So yeah, but it was really rewarding to see the next movie. And also Gandalf's journey, going back to Hobbit, Gandalf's journey ends up taking a long time. Radagast, that's his name, the brown wizard, so he appears again. He's not as annoying in this movie. Radagast is not as annoying. So then they both get kidnapped by Sauron. It is a bit phoned in, this like villain appearance, but it kind of fits us with the cliffhanger stuff, and it ties in Hobbit with Lord of the Rings. So, and it ends when Sauron's about to attack as well. So it ends on a cliffhanger, like a cliffhanger, like, am I gonna fall? Am I gonna fall? That's the next week, or the next year in this case. Okay, right. What I think of this movie, I think this movie is actually really good. It's better than the second one. I've got to say, better than the first one even. I've got to say, the action is a lot better in this one. I might have said the action in the first one was kind of okay. This one's action though, it's up there. There's no big battle scene. There's no like war scene, which is, I like that kind of thing. Like, yeah. I try to think of a movie like it. I'm not sure. It does remind me of a James Bond movie, Desolation, Smeg. If you get my drift, like action wise and pace wise, it's like a James Bond movie pace wise. So overall, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would say the bad things about this movie is it's a little bit too unbelievable, and the love story isn't very good. Like all the actions is how the hell did they not die, and a cliffhanger ending as well. I give that an 8 out of 10. Okay, so hopefully that didn't drag on. I'll see how long I've been recording. Oh crap, I've been recording for 14 minutes. I think it's best if I try and get this vlog out. So yeah, see you tomorrow in your vlog. Yeah, see you then.